detective, brown bagging like a bum. Everyone does something.
You or just new to town? I'm a traveler.
I'll want to drive for
Sounds expensive. And to be honest with you, kind of silly.
Well, I'll tell you, you're not the first one to tell me that.
I bet.
The same circles, just a few years ago.
I'd like to think of it more as anywhere.
It all comes back, and I remember.
You know, I had a teacher in college who used to tell me this story about a man and a gypsy.
And then it all comes.
It's more about the journey. No matter what you want, you're not going to get it sitting down.
I care just a little less.
No, the love isn't just about the girl. It's what you put into it.
Truth, I wanna shelter you, but with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide. No matter what we do, still made of greed. This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Curtains cause the light.
There's no broken bones in my house. Where do you find the strength to hide? It's only rough on the surface. Quiet on the inside. The things I've learned will scare you.
What is the point of falling in love if you're just going to grow up afterwards? It's like going to Disney World. Everyone wants to go, or at least they talk about going, and those that do, they get their plane tickets, they get their hotel rooms, they waste tons on souvenirs. The kids walk around dreaming with mouse ears on, as kids do, of this magical kingdom and their place in it. But when the bags get repacked, the glow is gone. They come back complaining of the heat, the tourists, the traffic. It's the travel they complain about. That is a curious and irresponsible thing. A human's response to disappointment should be rejection. If someone sees a movie and they don't like it, or they just don't enjoy it or are disappointed by it, they don't go home and complain about the movie theater or the cab ride or the weather while they waited in line. It's the surprise of it all. They expected it to be worth something. Something worth the money. And when it's not, they're shocked. With love, they knew they would be disappointed. They had heard it all before, in the shallow shapes of heat and expenses, and they wanted to overlook the obvious. We plant this magic kingdom inside each generation, and they grow up thinking they can beat it. And in the end, they say, hey, it's all worth it. But the veteran traveler knows that love is not worth the airfare.
I have a story.
About Disney World?
No. And it just reminded me of it. My mom used to tell me the story about our neighbors. The men never wore shirts. Like, they would come home and they would take their shirts off right away. It was the weirdest thing. But my mom would tell you the story about how they met, about how Mr. Clark would go for walks and Mrs. Clark, before she was Mrs. Clark, would sit on her porch and watch him walk by. They saw each other, but they never said anything.
Then what?
Well, she said something. She called him over, they talked, and they fell in love. It's always been funny to me how my mom always told me that story. She was so excited by it.
It's because she thought it was made up?
No, she believed it. Maybe because she wanted me to wait to talk to them, or maybe she was warning me, or maybe she thought they were doomed.
Well, what did you think? Were they happy?
Who's to know? What does a kid know anyway? They were a husband and wife, just like all adults were. They were a different version of my mother and father.
Your mother was a tourist.
I'm the daughter of a tourist. Some title to have.
Do you travel?
Never cared to.
Me neither.
I've seen that girl in here a million times. She doesn't tip well.
No, they never do. They? I don't know, those who tip?
She probably is broke. Like, she probably doesn't have any more money to tip us. I suppose it's stupid that we require people to tip us. And food's already expensive enough.
You know, in France, they kind of pre-calculate the tip into the meal.
Where'd you hear that?
I don't remember, but I know I'm pretty sure it's true.
Well, no, yeah. I don't know why it wouldn't be. It seems right. Like, that would be the fair way to do it.
Yeah, that way they know what they're getting.
Yeah, I mean, you go into a restaurant, you have $10, and the sandwich is $9. It doesn't really give you much room for a tip.
Right.
Poor thing, she probably just doesn't even have any money.
But she's been here before.
Mm-hmm.
And she should know how much the food costs.
That's true.
So you're gonna see Howard tonight?
Yes, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been anxious all week.
Yeah, me too. Frank and I are going and Mike might come on. I'm not sure yet.
Does he like that kind of stuff?
Oh, who knows what he likes. I'm sure he'll have fun.
There you go.
I don't know. He's my brother and I love him, but sometimes he's so embarrassing around my friends. Well, those kind of friends anyway. He just gets so talkative in those situations when he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Well, I mean, Mike's sweet.
Oh, he's gonna do.
I'm so excited.
Hello, sir. This is Frank Carrasco with Works in Progress. I'm calling... No, sir. We're in art and theater space. You joined our calling list. You must have come to one of the... Hello? Hello? Hello, this is Frank Carrasco with Works in Progress. I'm calling about a one-night engagement. No, we are in art and space. That's the one. Yes, on Fuller. Oh, the Madison installation. That was a good one. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Well, we're calling about Howard. No, he's not that kind of artist. All I know is that people are really excited. Yes, the tickets are $20, $35 for two. We might have more group rates, but I'd have to check. You can do that, or you can pay at the door. Okay, well thank you, ma'am. Well, thank you, ma'am. Well, we'll see you then. Okay.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Me too.
But for real, this is gonna change me. I can feel it. I've been needing something like this. Howard.
Howard.
Howard. Howard indeed.
You know, I met a man today because of Howard.
What do you mean?
Well, I went to the space early to get my tickets because I'm excited and bored.
Uh-huh.
And there's a man there also buying his tickets, and his name is Carl, and we went and had breakfast together.
Huh.
What's wrong?
I think he was supposed to be mine.
What?
I think he was supposed to be my change.
I don't think so, Gina.
No, listen, something big was supposed to happen tonight.
Because of Howard.
And what if you took him? What if he was supposed to be for me?
Look, I'm sorry if...
No, it's okay.
Gina,
Alicia.
I'm sorry.
I know.
There'll be other men there.
Yeah?
I don't think this one was good for you anyway.
No?
No, I'm not gonna call him or anything.
Why not?
Some of the stuff he said about love seemed kind of full of it.
That's all I want. A man who talks about love.
Not this one. He didn't even know what he was talking about.
A man who can sit across from me and tell me exactly what's on his mind. Appreciate me, or at least my part of the conversation. Is that too much to ask? And I can be a set of yours just as easy. He would congratulate me on my listening skills. A job well done.
I'm pretty sure all he was doing was congratulating himself on his intellect.
Well, I gotta go to the pharmacy. Makeup and things. Is there anything you need?
No.
Will you be here when I get back?
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of restless. Just counting down till tonight.
Right. Howard.
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Okay. This is it. Howard. And you don't forget about you. You're just as smart. You'll be the smartest person there, I promise. Except Howard. But that's him. You are you. You are remarkable. You can do this, Carl. I promise. You're a good person. You're a good and interesting person. There's gonna be a woman with you in that mirror someday. One day. Not that it matters.
Yeah, I bought something new. It's called Duckbill. I don't know, I haven't bought nail polish in a long time. I'm just so excited. I mean, like, Howard's gonna be here. Oh, watch it.
Sorry.
He doesn't know where he's going.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know that today is a great day?
I wasn't aware.
It is. It's great. The weather's beautiful. That's a given. All my friends are alive and accounted for. I just feel like my life's on track today.
That's good to hear.
Howard's in town.
Howard. Is that your boyfriend?
No, I wish. I mean, maybe I don't wish. I don't know if that's really possible to date Howard. Not that it would ever happen anyways, but...
I see.
Do you believe in art?
I don't understand the question.
What's your name?
Tony.
I'm Gabby. I believe in art and its ability to affect people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, like, what do you do?
Oh, you know, I sit on benches, I allow conversation to happen, but I don't usually start them.
No.
But I also sell cell phones. I work at the cell phone place around the corner. After work today, I'm on my break right now. Maybe that's why I didn't know it was supposed to be a great day.
Well, I work today too, but it doesn't matter. great.
Yeah, you said that. But then again, I don't know Howard either.
Well, you could. Well, no, you couldn't. You could know Howard's name and you could hear what Howard has to say, but I guess you could never know Howard.
Sounds like someone I want to know.
Yeah. Would you like to go with me?
To see Howard?
Yeah, you have to. I really think you'd like it.
I don't know.
Well, you could just come along and you wouldn't have to make a conversation. It would all come to you, I promise.
I could.
You must.
I will.
Okay, meet me here tonight at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll call Frank and he'll get us tickets. It'll be cool.
Hope it's not too late.
Oh no, it can't be too late.
Why not?
Because it's the perfect day. Nothing can be too anything on the perfect day. If it was too hot or too cold or too late or too dark. Well, 2 implies it's more than the perfect amount. So.
You're right.
Yeah, I am right. Because it's the perfect day. And you can't be wrong on the perfect day.
Okay.
Okay.
So tonight at 7?
Tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't be too late.
Just like weight it down from the legging. But it was like, that's such a stupid exhibit. But it was like the most real art I've ever seen because you could smell it. And it was just like the most real experience I've ever had.
Lovely.
No.
Lovely.
I believe you.
I think you were used to.
When I was touring Europe last summer, I really thought the people were friendly. They would talk to you.
Did you know that? I did not know that.
Opposed to making you feel like you have ideas but you don't know it. Like a real education should be stimulating and making
The vagabond drinks and thinks about a different life. He recognizes the blonde with the slender legs and adds her to his new identity. She holds onto his arm, which is now safely sleeved in navy blue. Children scramble between their legs, tugging at pleated fabric. The vagabond thinks about his blonde and his family. Then he thinks about how to support them. The vagabond drinks.
There's no broken bones in my house. Where do you find the strength to hide? It's only rough on the surface. Quiet on the inside. The things I've learned